Voodoo Vince is a story-driven platformer that was released for the original Xbox way back in 2003.
Yes, but as is the current trend, it's been remastered and re-released. Darren, what's it all about?
As the game starts, two thugs known as Jeb and Fingers break into a spooky voodoo shop. They're after something called zombie dust. But things go a bit wrong.
There is great danger of...
The zombie dust starts to mess with the world and brings Vince, a harmless voodoo doll, to life. He's got a bit of an attitude about it too.
Okay.
Madame Charmaine, the owner of the voodoo shop, is captured and taken to the villainous cosmos. It's Vince's job to solve puzzles and platform jump his way to save her. I never played the original game, but Vince was instantly lovable. He's like a sassy, spooky sack boy.
Totally, and the original was a really underrated game. Playing this now, you can see how, on the surface, it looks like any normal 3D platformer of the time. But this game in particular has a great quirky art style. It's full of hilarious dialogue and characters.
Hey, boss, where's the pickles?
What? How are you? What? And chockers with simple but satisfying platforming puzzles.
Affirmative. It's a very well-made game that holds up quite nicely in 2017. For example, the first big puzzle seems complicated, but the design of it is so clever, even Bajo could figure it out.
That's right, Darren. Hang on. Anyway, to solve it, you need to give an apple to a stone horse, who then kicks you to a clock that lets you change the time. This allows shops to open so you can earn money in a costume competition, to buy a trumpet, learn to play jazz, or so you can jam with a skeleton and progress to a T-Rex skeleton fight.
Definitely not good.
Sounds complicated and random? Well, it isn't when you're actually playing the game. It all makes sense.
Totally. Vince also has to fight through frogs and other nasty creatures, but he is no ordinary platforming hero. For example, fire doesn't hurt Vince, and as he's a voodoo doll, he's able to take out goons with self-destructive abilities. The idea of a voodoo doll is so fun and clever for a video game. In fact, I was doing some voodoo research in preparation for this review, and it reminded me of this little guy that I saw.
Where did you find Voodoo Bajo?
Oh, just lying around locked in your desk. And I was thinking, since you did such a great job dancing in the Parappa last week, that you might want to dance for the rest of this review.
No, but surely you'll need my expert analysis.
Make him dance.
Dance, Bajo!
Oh, look at him go!
Amazing! Darren, the look of this game is twisted, quirky, and fun. I love how the world itself is all bent out of shape. It's a great art style, and it looks great in the remaster.
There are some elements of the game that have dated, though. The gameplay is exactly the same as in the original, which makes the combat quite simple by today's standards. Also, the player view, or camera angle, is a bit rubbish. Back in 2003, camera control was still undergoing a game design revolution. And in Voodoo Vince, there will be times where you wish the camera was more free and flexible.
Hey guys, I'm getting a bit sleepy back here.
It takes a while to let go of the fact that the camera is locked at a really weird angle. But once you do, this game is a pure joy to play through, full of interesting locations and fun enemies to fight.
I'm sorry? Speak up, I can't hear you.
What are you going to score it?
Well, even though this game flew under the radar in 2003, I still think it's totally worth a play. I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Bajo? Oh, I think he's sleep dancing.
Oh, I should give him a break.
Engaging megaphone. Bajo, what is your score?
Well, I think it's a fantastic re-release. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Oh, good dance sesh?
I'm a bit exhausted.